Buns, it's the end of the day. It is time to go home, relax, enjoy yourself. I hope y'all had a pretty good day. You were able to get your work done, or if not, mellowed out at work and stayed to yourselves. And, you know, put your earphones in or your headphones on and just chilled out. Not too sure. A lot of people are working from home. That, you know, I'm learning that today. A lot of people are working remotely from home, and still, you know, able to do their job. So that's a good thing. You know, still got people coughing and sneezing within the work area, which every time it's making me have whiplash, because every time somebody gets to coughing and sneezing from one side of the office to the other, I'm like, why won't y'all go home? But, you know, I sat up there and had a pretty good, the morning went by pretty quickly this morning. Like, I looked up before I know it was 8 something, and then it went to 10 something, and I looked up again, and it was going on 11:15. And looked up again, it was 12. So I said, golly, got to be more careful, because it was moving, honey. You know, so it was pulling a King Julian, honey. They had to move it. They like to move it. It was moving it. The time was passing, baby, when I tell you the time was passing. So I went ahead and warmed up my lunch. Which only thing I had was the sparkling grapefruit water, which is from Good and Gather that they have at Target. I drank the rest of that, and actually the meatless pepperoni is not Phil Rose, is Gardein. It's Gardeins. That's their product, and so I had that for lunch. I didn't eat my noodles. So, I did snack on some Safe and Fair, olive oil and salt quinoa chips. Snacked on some of those. I'm not gonna lie, I also snacked on some Hershey's pretzels. You know, it has the chocolate covered pretzels. I did. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I also drank 2 bottles of water. So, other than that was like what I've had so far today. You know, when I get home, like I said, I guess I'll make the other later on today, because right now I'm not hungry. So later on today, or tonight, I should say, that I may make the other vegan chicken taco, or make it tomorrow. Perhaps I'll make some popcorn and drink some juice. You know, I have no clue about what the rest of my night's going to be like, right? And like I said, California being on shutdown, so people are trying to get things done as best they can and purchase what they can from the store so they can be at home safely. And some people are misunderstanding about the news here. Our mayor went on a news conference like the other day and today, and was saying that our city is not shutting down. We're not on shutdown. But the bars are closed. The restaurants are closed, meaning that you can't go in and sit down. But you can do to-go orders, or you can have your food delivered. The gyms are closed. You know, so with that in mind, they're telling people, you know, if you don't really have to go out, then you don't go out. But at midnight, I believe there's a curfew. And that everything is supposed to take effect. You can still do domestic flights if you have to travel, you know, and you can still go to the grocery store. None of that has changed here for us. But some people are just, I don't know what news they're looking at, to thinking that, you know, we can't go anywhere or do anything. That's not the case here. That's just not the case here, you know. go do what you have to do and go back home. You know, there's no reason to be all out in the streets and gallivanting. You know, try to keep yourself as healthy as possible. You know, I understand you want to go see family and friends and check up on them. At this point in time, you're going to have to call, baby. You're going to have to call. Like, I have a cousin who passed away a few weeks ago. And I know his service is supposed to be tomorrow. Now, exactly what they're doing about his service tomorrow, I don't know. And I'm not too sure that I have his service is tomorrow. And then I also have another cousin that's having a baby shower tomorrow. And unfortunately, I might not be going to either one. And that's not to be mean or cruel. It's just, I'm not trying to be in a large area, even with family. Because even with family, you know, and friends, you can still contract it. Not to say that they have it. I'm just trying to be safe for myself. So, that's just what I'm trying to get done or accomplish, is stay healthy as possible. Because like I tell you, I already have, you know, whiplash from looking at people from one side of the office to the other, like, you know, this person coughed, this person sneezed, this person coughed, but really didn't cover their mouth fully. You know, this is, you know, have me in my own state of like, damn, I'm really trying to stay healthy and, you know, not be compromised in my own damn job. So, you know, me and a few other people at the job talked about that as well. So, it is what it is. I'm just saying, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and just don't let, you know, just don't let other things like interfere with you taking care of you. Because you can't take care of somebody else if you're down and out and not able to, you know, fully recover from your health. You know, take care of you is what I'm saying. That's all, you know, I'm just saying. That's all I'm just saying. So I know I cut off on my commute going home yesterday that I was talking about the young lady on the Red Table Talk. She was 25. And she, like she said, her friend came into town from London. And her and her other friends, you know, when they start, you know, getting a tickle in the back of their throat or not feeling well, they were like, oh, we just have coronas, playing around and joking. And she said, you know, within, I think she said a few days later, she just felt like really bad. Like she wasn't feeling well at all. And so her and her friends were talking about they have the same symptoms and stuff. So they had to take precautions and measures of separating to isolate themselves and then contacting their doctors so they can go in to be tested and checked out. And the young lady happened to say that, yes, her and her friends did have corona. And I don't know how many of her friends, if it was all 6 of them or if it was like only, you know, 3 or 4. But I know she was one of them. And she said it took 6 days before her fever broke. But they do say that, you know, when you have that feeling in your chest like you can't breathe, like the tightening of your chest. So I'm taking that as a feeling like almost having I guess a Charlie horse, or when you're having a asthma attack and you can't breathe and it's like you feel suffocating, like you're suffocating. Because it's a respiratory, from what I'm understanding. It's a respiratory thing. So y'all just take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves, you know. I don't know what's a good news source for you guys to watch that's going to be good, to be keeping up on things, to let you know what to do, what not to do. Only thing I can say is, hey, keep up on your vitamins. You know, that's all I can say is drink plenty of water, fluids, or whatever it is, and, you know, just keep your body flush and lubricated like you would for if you have a cold or flu or something else. You know, you basically be trying to keep fluids in your body. You know, you're trying to keep your vitamins in with you know, you take your supplements or whatever it is you're taking, you eating your fruits and vegetables or whatever it is you're doing. You know, just basically do what you have to do to keep yourself going, keep yourself right, keep yourself healthy. You know, that way you can be able to, you know, shake things off, you know, go on about your business. You know, like they said, this is something that's going on that It's a new strand. Just like how the flu, I think they were talking about it on Red Table Talk, how they were saying the flu evolves almost every year. That it's a different strand that, you know, people may come in contact with. And like they said, coronavirus has been around, and so this is just a different strand. So it's a strand they haven't seen before that they have to, you know, work on trying to, you know, develop whatever they can to make sure people can get past this. In a little bit of traffic, and I was trying to tell my mom, you know, to just, you know, stay in the house, not worry about the outside doors that lead into the community complex. I was like, I wouldn't even worry about that, you know, because that's not really your job. You know, don't worry about all that. You know, just make sure your door is locked. You make sure can't nobody come through your door. I wouldn't even worry about them other ones. I was like, because it's not like you top flight security. It's not your job. Leave that alone. I said, if them people didn't close them doors to the outside community entrance, look, I wouldn't be worried about it. As long as ain't nobody at my doorstep, at my door, trying to get it. I said, because you never know who's out there while you trying to go shut doors at night to make sure. Look, no, and no. I'm not doing it. No. So, I talked with my sister, and she was saying that she's going to try to get in touch with my brother, because I left him a message, my other brother. I left him a message the other day, and like I said, he could have been in class online, because they're not, the colleges and universities are not open for the children, for like them to be in the classroom. They still have to log online during the time of their class schedule, and still be in class that way. So I take it that he was just online. We got the paramedics, got the fire trucks, and how many units we got out here? I see 2 units. I guess an accident. There was an accident up there on the other freeway. You know how freeways break off from one main and go, you know, merge for you to go into another freeway, and that's what that was. I guess someone had an accident, and I guess they're up there trying to clear it off. Y'all just got to be careful going home too, because honey, it's raining. These roads are slick. You know, you'll have a meet and greet in a hot minute, honey. You know, you be thinking that you're good, and you might have some good breaks, but when it's been raining, you will slip and slide. Don't play games with Mother Nature, honey. Don't do it. So, like the lady, another lady I was talking to this afternoon as I was leaving work, and she was like, oh, it's good that it's raining. She said, maybe some people with these allergies it will clear up. I said, no, that's not how that works. I said, when it's raining and everything, I said, only what the rain does is washes out and brings up everything that's been settled onto the ground. Now it's all of a sudden it's lifted up, and if it starts to be windy, makes everything travel back around again. And she was like, oh, she said, I thought I was going to help them out to where it would clear out and they'll be okay. Nope, that's not what the rain does. I said, all that pollen or whatever it is that had been settled on the ground, guess what? It's just been lifted up off that ground, because it's raining. Just like the oil can be lifted up off the ground because it's raining. So now all of a sudden it's you know, it's a liquid, it's a fluid now. And you get any breeze or whatever it is, that stuff is going around and traveling. There's been plenty of times I have walked outside to get in my car, and my car has been covered in pollen. It's just like a yellow rose of Texas, okay? All over my car. It's just yellow. And you just be looking like, oh my God, that lets you know how much pollen could be in the air sometimes. So I was telling my sister I wasn't too sure like what I wanted to have for dinner. Like I said, I was thinking about eating that last little vegan chicken taco, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I also want to be bad and like get like a baked potato and like put the butter, the sour cream, the salt and pepper and cheese and stuff all over it, you know, and just eat that, or just be like maybe some nachos. Go get, you know, some beans. I don't put a lot on my nachos now because, you know, like I said, become vegetarian. A lot of things there's no meat on my tacos, on my nachos. So it'll be like the lettuce, the tomatoes, the beans, and the cheese that I'll have on there. And I like the child cheese that I tried yesterday. It melts really good. So I might, you know, switch to that. But, you know, you have the cheese, you have the sour cream, you have your paste picante sauce. I love paste picante sauce. I also like, is it Herdez? I want to say it's Herdez or Herds. I could be pronouncing this company's name incorrectly, and I do apologize for that. But it's their verde salsa. Oh, I can eat that with chips by themselves all day, every day. It is just so good to me. Even the creamy Alfredo salsa that they have, so good. So I'm just saying, you know, just because you're vegan, vegetarian, honey, we still eat, okay? You put your vegetables on there in place of your meat, and you still have a nice, fulfilling meal that's good to, I don't know, you still, you know, like when people like my brother were like out, you know, don't nobody want to, what do you say about a vegan or vegetarian? He's got to have his meat or whatever it is. And I said, well, if you're really looking at it, you know, no, he said, you can't get full off of that. Don't nobody want to eat that stuff. I said, well, you're already eating it if you really look at it. I said, because everything else that's on your plate that's not meat, guess what? You're eating a vegan or vegetarian meal already. Just take the meat off. That's all that it is. Take the meat away. So if you sat there and made yourself a plate with macaroni and cheese, or if you made it with greens for the holidays, or dressing, or, you know, whatever, or say you sit up here and have a salad on the side, and maybe some steamed rice with, or veggies, whatever, you know, with your meal, guess what? You're already eating a vegan, vegetarian, partial meal already. Just take the meat away. That's all that it is. You took the meat away. And for vegan, you took away the animal products, byproducts. Like you're not going to use regular sour cream. You're going to use a vegan sour cream. You're going to use a vegan cheese. You know, you're going to use a vegan salad dressing. You know, but you can still have the same things that you used to eat, and they're still good. You know, they have lentil pasta. They have chickpea pasta. You know, they have whole wheat pasta. So you can still make your meals, you know, and be good with it. And you don't have to feel like you're suffering or you don't have what you normally have. You're still having what you have. Like when I tried that Impossible Bolognese from Cheesecake Factory. Oh, it was good, y'all. Now I put some extra stuff on there to doctor it up for my liking, but by itself, it was still good. So when I got home, of course, I put some garlic salt on there. I put some more garlic powder on there. I put some lemon pepper on there, and I mixed it up, and I put the vegan Parmesan by Follow Your Heart. I sprinkled that on top, you know, and it was so good. I was like, this is good. So, you know, you're still able to do what eat what you like to eat what you want to eat. Your fruits and veggies and stuff like that. Like last night while I was still making my dinner, I had some cilantro that I had in the refrigerator. And I bought the cilantro on Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday? I think it was Saturday. But either way, last night was Thursday. So when it comes to your fresh fruit and vegetables, if you're not going to use them right away, try to go ahead and cut them up, chop them up, mix them up, whatever it is you're going to do, and put them in the freezer. So I took the cilantro, and I took the garlic cloves that I had that were already peeled. And I put them in my little Ninja, my little processor. And it took, for me to break all that down, I had to do them in 3 different breakdowns, 3 different runs in my Ninjas. So I broke that down, and I put them in a Ziploc freezer bag, the quarter size bag, and put it in the freezer. So therefore it wouldn't have been sitting there and I hadn't used it anytime soon and it'd go bad. You don't want it to do that. You don't want to waste your money. You want to be able to, what you spent your money on, you want to be able to eat it, especially when it comes to your fresh fruit, like fruit and vegetables. So after that, I finished washing it out and everything, and then I was like, okay, well, I do have some smoothie mix that's in the freezer and some frozen fruit. So maybe this weekend, that's if I don't make breakfast for dinner. I did say I want to try that because I have that Just Eggs at home. And I did say I wanted to try that because I have the pumpkin waffles, the vegan pumpkin waffles. I have the Just Eggs at home. And I have some field roast vegan sausage that's in the freezer. Well, the Just Eggs are in the refrigerator, but the waffles and the field roast sausage are in the freezer. And push come to shove, I can have that for dinner. Because like the field roast sausage, even though you put them in the freezer, you can take them out, and I want to stay within about 2 hours, hour or two, something like that. They're thawed out. Because for me, I only take out 2 at a time if I'm cooking. I may just take out 2 at a time. And let them thaw out. Take them, cut them up, chop them up in the sizes that you want. If you don't want them, cut up in slices, then guess what? You can sit up and chop it and mash it up and make it into crumbles. And, cook it that way. And that's up to you. You want to make it into, patties, you can do that too. That would be your business of how you handle it. Oh my goodness gracious, how's this person driving? I don't know where you're going. I guess you missed your turn, but they were about to run up on the sidewalk. I'm just saying. They're going to have a meet and greet with that sidewalk. So, just eat what you like. Do it. If it tastes good to you, like Tony said, it feels good. If it feels good to you, then you gone. It tastes good to you, then you gone and eat that. You make it and you like it, you love it, you eat it. So, like I said, that's the basis of it, y'all. That really is the basis of it, when it comes down to it. There's really no debate when it comes down to it. When it comes down to foods that you like or beverages that you like or whatever it is, if it tickles your taste bud and it tastes fancy and dandy to you, that is your business. Okay? So like I said, I've just been known, I've for a long time, as far as I know, I've always eaten my vegetable first. I don't know if as far as I can remember, or I can say I recognized, when I recognized it. Now before then, I don't know. Maybe certain things I went and gravitated to and ate first, and things changed over time. I just know over the years that I know I was eating my vegetables first. So like I said, I really haven't decided what it is that I'm going to do, or what it is I'm going to eat for dinner, or even if I do eat for dinner, because it might just be air pudding. I might go and drink my water, catch up on my shows, and have air pudding, and not worry about a thing. You know, you never know. So we'll see how the night goes. And I guess that's just about it. You know, it's not going to be like a extremely long video or anything else like that, because I'm not that far from the house. Hold on. I gotta get around this curve. Hold on. Sorry about that. It happens. But I don't know. I have some so delicious. I think it's the key lime coconut dairy-free ice cream in the freezer. I do believe I have like 3/4 of a pint, since I only ate a little the first time I got it, and I was like, okay, it's good, you know, it's okay. And then I thought about, well, I can always put some granola on top of it, you know, give it a little crunch. It probably tastes even better, you know, something, you know, give it a little oomph to it. And I just might do that. Who knows? But I do know one thing. Usually once I get in the house, or get to the house, period, that usually is the end. It's a wrap. Nothing else is going to happen. Kim is most likely not coming out of her house, period. So, I'm just telling y'all the truth. It is what it is. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, how's y'all commute going so far? You know, how was your day at work? Hopefully, like I said, it was smooth. But, you know, hopefully your commute going home, you ain't having no problems and no misunderstandings. You ain't running to no, you know, meet and greets. Nobody's trying to sit up here and have conference call with the back end of your vehicle. You know, that you actually doing, you know, good. You're going home and it's smooth. You have a nice, smooth commute. You know, don't run up on anybody, you know, hollering, you know, Madagascar King Julian, move it, move it. No, don't do them like that. Even though I like for people to mosey along and keep it moving. But I'm not going to be trying to run up on nobody. I don't need you running up on me. And usually if I find myself getting upset over something, I'll be like, I guess I must have done that for me to be upset that that person is doing whatever in front of me. Apparently I must have done it. So, you know, it is what it is. I just want a nice, mellow, chill out. Like I said this morning, I can go to sleep early. I can wake up in the middle of the night. I can be up for a few hours and go back to sleep. Why? Because that would be my business, and it would be Saturday. And Kim ain't got to worry about rushing off to nobody's office. I pray I don't. You know. That was the other thing we were talking about, that people were getting the wrong information about what the mayor was saying. Because I was like, okay, if we're going on shutdown, that means that I would actually have to change over. That he would actually put out a email or a memo would have came down to, you know, to everybody, letting them know, hey, the mayor said this, he said that, so, you know, these are our guidelines we got to go by like now, or we're on 12 hours. That's not what happened. Not before I left work. So, I'm good. You know, I'm going home to settle in, be snug bugging a rug in my own place, okay? That I can feel good about what's going on, and not. And like today is my best friend's birthday. Hey, best friend. Hey, best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Now I don't know if if he'll ever see this, but if he does, I shouted you out. Today is your birthday, March 20th. It's him and my other best friend, her son's birthday. So, you know, that's how I remember both of them, because their birthdays on the same day. And you know, with everything that's going out in the state he lives at, of course, people are not able to move around as freely as that much, because they do have a curfew, just like ours is being set in tonight. That you know, they have to go and get whatever they can get done. But he said they're not on shutdown. And my other best friend, where she lives at, they are supposedly on shutdown. So, you know, people try to move around and get done what they try to really get done as best they can. You know, and they understand people are not, you know, may be off because of their jobs, because they're not able to work and things like that. And oops, I messed up. I still messed up. I was laughing. I don't know, my mind's somewhere else and I keep pressing the wrong buttons. My sister was saying that that she heard that McDonald's was trying to argue for the justification of them staying open, of saying that they are a necessity and a need for the public. And I was like, okay, so you're willing to sit up here and endanger your people to sit up there and actually come into the job to make McGriddles, Egg McMuffins, Big Macs, or whatever it is, so that you can continue to prophesy off of what's going on. Why would you want to endanger your staff and your people? So if any of them get coronas, then guess what? You got to sit up there and close down that particular restaurant of McDonald's. You got to, you know, desanitize and disinfect the whole thing. That person's got to go home. Whoever was there that day, all of them have to be at home being quarantined. So you're going to be shut down and you're still going to be losing money. Just go and take the L right now, and for the 14 days instead of it going on to like 6 months. You know, just try to nip it into the bud right now, and that way in the long run you okay. But McDonald's is maybe because I really don't eat McDonald's, so maybe I'm looking at it in a biased way of saying I don't think it's justifiable for it to be a necessity. Okay, so what can I say? I'm not them. That's not my company. That's not my business. You know, I'm just, as some people, as the old folks say, back in the day, I don't know if anybody else has heard this one, you just bumping your gums. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just bumping my gums when it comes down to them, because I really don't know, you know, about their business practices, and if that's the case or not. But hey, it is what it is. I'm just saying, like I said. So I done made it home, hun buns, and it's just sprinkling. I haven't really come across any hard rain, but it is just sprinkling. But you can tell throughout the day it probably have been raining, because the sidewalks, the streets, and all that are wet, like I said. So, all right, y'all stay safe. You be careful. You get home carefully. You get home safely. You stay blessed. And I will talk to you guys later.